My name is Martian. Yeah, like that one movie, The Martian. Yeah. So my nickname is Marty, and I'm basically a 17-year-old entrepreneur pulling around 4K a month, give or take. I already explained detailedly who I am in my other videos, so if you want to get to know me, watch them. And no, I did not say this to get more views. I say it so I don't waste time, because there's a different reason you click this video for. So this is a different type of video. Up until now, I was just making documenting my journey type videos, but from now on, I will make videos like this one where I share my deep thoughts as a young motherfucker that makes money online. I will also make advice videos as well, but in the future. The reason I'll do these types of videos instead of just documenting my journey is to be more myself and share things people don't talk about, but also because there aren't really any positive or negative results to share right now. There's really nothing going on except me just working towards my goal. Like every day for me is the same. Boring as shit, but it's just putting the reps in. Anyway, some recent thoughts I have had and also thoughts I had a long time ago are that the only money space owns me, and not in the way you necessarily think. What I mean by this is it basically requires your life and your time. Let me answer why do I think this and what do I mean by this. It basically requires all your time. Once you're in this entrepreneurship game, from the moment you wake up to the moment you fall asleep, it's literally all you think about. At the start, like when you're starting this, it's not all you think about. It's obviously, you kind of look at it like a hobby more than a business. You don't look at it as serious as it is. But then when you're kind of deep in the game, like a few years deep, then you start to look at it more as something serious, as your job, as your business. And when you do that, your mind shifts, your mindset shifts from I wanna do this to I have to do this, I must do this. And when you do that, you wake up and you don't even want to think about that, but your mind forces you to get new ideas so you can get more results and make more money, obviously, be more fulfilled with that. It's difficult at times because you yourself don't really want to think about that like all day. You kind of get used to it and you kind of put it in your mind that you have to. There's no option not to do it. And when you do that, it's brutal. That's the most important thing to think about in your daily basis. Like, you start to not give a fuck about what other people think in general, because you realize that this is the most important thing in your life. Like, maybe right now, yeah. All the other things, like unnecessary bullshit that some other people think are important but they're not actually important, you just stop giving a shit anymore. Like, you put zero thought into the unnecessary things that you thought were important before. And that's why I don't think it's worth starting for most people who haven't started by now. It depends on your age too, because I started it when I was 13. I'm 17 now, obviously. It's difficult from a young age, to be honest, but it ends up being worth it because you mature and you start to understand things differently from a young age. That's worth it. And obviously all the money, and you get a lot of fulfillment from doing this day by day. Is it worth starting if you haven't started? It kind of is, but if you start doing it now and you actually stick to it for a few years, you'll see what I mean. Like, it's painful as shit mentally. Even if you're in this money game space for a while, I'm not talking a few months, I'm saying a few years, I still don't know if it's worth continuing for most people, and that's why most people don't do it. For me, at most times, I wish I never started because it's difficult. You start working towards something online and you want to achieve a goal and you think, okay, I'm gonna do this for a few months and then I'm gonna kind of lay back, like I'm gonna stop a little, but that's not really how it goes. Depending on your mentality, for me, it's if I start something, I'll make sure to finish it, or I'm gonna stay working on it until I finish it. Doesn't matter if it takes 2, 4, 10 years, I'm just gonna stick to doing it until I reach my desired goal. Also, one more thing, I think when I say this is a lifestyle, like, it's, for example, you want to make money online, that's living a completely different day-to-day life than when you're not making money online. Like, it's a different life, it's a different lifestyle. You're doing different things on a daily basis in both scenarios, and your mentality shifts, and once you're deep in the online money space, you can't go back. For example, what I mean by this is you make a couple grand online and now you realize how difficult it is, process. It's not like most people say, oh, it's actually simple, it's actually easy, and it's not. That's not true. Once you realize that, you'll be like, alright, I've made some money now, I can just fuck off and not do this. But I've tried to do that, and you'll try to do that, and you'll be like, okay, fuck this, I'm gonna go back to my old life, which you won't be able to do because of your mindset. Your mindset shifts now to thinking about making more money. You're totally a different person. You can't really go back. You go back to your old life, the old habits, old everything. You can get used to that for a few days, like a week, 2 weeks, and then your improved version of yourself is kind of telling you like, what the fuck are you doing? And it starts to eat you alive that you're not doing what you need to do to make more money and just be better. You realize you can't really go back to your old life because of your mind. Habits change, everything changes. When you're making money online, you're not doing what you were doing when you were not making money. It's such a different life. What next? Let me stop yapping about that. Why do I actually think it's not worth continuing for people who are just starting and for people who have been doing this? So I think it's not because of the money factor, because if you want it bad enough, you'll end up getting it, but more for the time factor. For example, I'm not just trying to reach 8k a month by myself. I can, definitely, if I want to, I can, but that will mean that I really won't have time for anything else. Like, will I make a lot of money? Yes. Will I have time? No. So not having time beats the whole point of making a lot of money, because at least for me right now, I'm trading time for money, and when I reach 8k a month, I will trade money for more money, because then I'll have some money to work with. The whole point of making money online is to get more time to live life by building a business. Most people, including myself, I did this in the past, for example, don't want to work a 9 to 5, but don't realize that they're entering a 24/7 game. This is all you think about for the most part, until you start making some decent money and you can hire more people, obviously. This is a 24/7 thing, because even when you're not working, you're thinking about it. Even when you're resting, you're watching YouTube, and something in your mind is telling you something about work, you're thinking about it, and it's just constant stressing, constant bullshit that you don't want to deal with, but you have to. You have to constantly think about it, and it's difficult. Genuinely difficult. What I want to say with this is that for most people, like, this online money thing won't be worth it, even if you're just starting out or continuing, because it's all you think about every day, no matter if your position gets better. One more thing I want to explain before I end off this video is the 90/10% rule. It's not a rule, it's just how it is, but when you're making money online, it's 90% of really painful work, like mentally destructive work, and then it's 10% fun, but real fun, like actually genuinely you go out and you feel on top of everyone. But to get to that 10% of real fun, that 90% is gonna fuck you up mentally. I'm just saying that because it's true. For me it is, and for a lot of more entrepreneurs as well. But getting to the 10% feels so fucking good. It feels amazing. I've reached it multiple times, and now I'm in the process of that 90% real painful work, but I'm gonna get to the 10%, and the 10% it's gonna be this summer. Like, that shit's gonna be fun as shit. I'm gonna be traveling a lot. I'm gonna be just doing whatever the fuck I want. Obviously gonna be working, but not as much as I am now. That shit's gonna be fun as shit. Really excited for that, because I know, like, it's gonna happen. See you guys in the next video. Those were my deep thoughts. Goodbye.